Some intensity brewing here as Clark taking exception to the bump.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm honestly sitting here like, what the hell was that, Stephanie? Because I don't even know where to start. Stephanie White, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, what exactly was the plan tonight? And let me be clear, this is my opinion and my interpretation of what we just watched. But if you're Caitlin Clark, you have to be looking around wondering what the hell is happening. Caitlin could not get into any rhythm. Aaliyah Boston wasn't consistently creating the screens Caitlin needed. Caitlin was getting bumped, pushed, grabbed, and pressured by Paige Bueckers, and there wasn't enough offensive movement around her. Nobody seemed to be saying, "Get Caitlin the damn ball." And that is a problem. Just yesterday, Caitlin Clark was leading the MVP conversation. Among the candidates being discussed, Olivia Miles, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and A'ja Wilson. The voting conversation was heating up, and Caitlin had serious momentum. Then Indiana walks into Dallas, and suddenly Caitlin gets buried offensively? What the hell is going on? Caitlin finished 4 for 15 from the field and barely got to the free throw line. 1 free throw. 1! How does one of the biggest offensive stars in the league get 1 damn free throw attempt? And meanwhile, Paige Bueckers slightly outplayed her, while Arike Ogunbowale went absolutely nuclear with 32 points and 6 assists. That was the difference. But Jessica Shepard deserves attention too. She was cooking in the first half, while Indiana's defense looked completely lost. She was getting whatever she wanted. And I'm sitting there thinking, damn, are we really going to let Jessica Shepard look like an MVP tonight? That's embarrassing. And then we have to talk about Aaliyah Boston. I've tried to give Boston the benefit of the doubt because she's an important player for Indiana. But when you're watching games like this and you're watching Caitlin struggle to get open, you have to ask questions. I've also seen the conversations surrounding Boston's podcast and the praise she has given Kelsey Mitchell. I'm not saying that automatically means there's some secret conspiracy against Caitlin, but damn, the optics aren't good. Because if Caitlin Clark is your superstar, your franchise player, and someone you're talking about in the MVP race, then why isn't the offense being built around getting her comfortable? Why isn't she constantly moving? Why aren't we setting hard screens? Why aren't we attacking mismatches? Why are we allowing Paige Bueckers to make her work for every inch while Caitlin's teammates aren't doing enough to free her? That's what pisses me off. And Stephanie White has to answer for this. You are the coach. You control the damn offense. If Caitlin Clark isn't getting touches, if she's standing around, if the defense is beating her up physically, fix it. Don't just watch it happen. And let's be honest, Caitlin has every right to be frustrated. Because if you're trying to win MVP, every game matters. Every performance matters. Every opportunity matters. And tonight, Indiana did absolutely nothing to make life easier for their superstar. Skip Bayless even pointed out that Caitlin had an off night, going 4 for 15 with no free throws made, while Paige slightly outplayed her and Ariche dominated. So now the questions get louder. Is Caitlin still completely sold on the Indiana Fever? Is this offense actually built for Caitlin Clark? And why the hell does it sometimes feel like everybody else gets to dictate the offense except the player who can completely change the game? I'm not saying there's a conspiracy. I'm saying the basketball doesn't lie. And tonight, the basketball looked damn ugly. Caitlin Clark needs to watch her back because the MVP race isn't waiting for anybody. And if Indiana wants Caitlin leading this team, then Stephanie White and everybody else better start acting like it because this was unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Right now, this is the play right here that really pissed me off. And this play right here, furthermore, let me know there is something going on with Aaliyah Boston. Watch this play right here.
This is what happened when Aaliyah don't want to screen Caitlin right here. Look at this. Caitlin lands on her knee with Odyssey Sims trailing and grabbing her. Now Caitlin's on the floor grabbing her knee. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you so much, Aaliyah. Look at this. AB didn't screen. So now Odyssey Sims is on top. This is what Draymond Green was trying to tell you, Waffle House. This is exactly what Draymond Green and Candace Parker was trying to warn you about. Candace literally told you, hey, you know they play Caitlin Clark like that, so you should listen. And you said, first of all, I'm not gonna listen to you. That doesn't matter because I'm doing my thing. Such a Waffle House demon, man. Like, this is exactly why.
Now, Aaliyah Boston was supposed to set a screen. It was almost like she didn't want to hit Odyssey Sims. It don't matter. Odyssey Sims don't even play for the damn team no more. You set the damn screen, Aaliyah. You set the screen. Caitlin was blindsided. You were supposed to set the screen. This is just one of many plays from Aaliyah Boston. And I don't even dissect the film of the game. That ain't even my cup of tea. I don't even do the film. But hell, Stevie Wonder could see that was supposed to be a screen. My goodness. And Paige didn't even play good, bro. She didn't even play good. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at this. I'm glad. Look, Caitlin Clark is turning her back to Stephanie White. She's over it. Can we end this thing at the end of the season? Shout out to Kelsey. You played a good game. We're going to get into that. I want this thing broken up by the end of the season. You can't afford both. Pick one and let's move on. At this point, I'd rather y'all keep Kelsey, Stephanie, and AB together in Indiana. Let Caitlin go elsewhere. Can we go elsewhere, please? I just want to get the hell away from here. I want to get away from these weirdos. I want to get away from this sabotaging organization. I want to get away from everything. Take a look at this. She's been scuffling. Stephanie White is constantly in this girl's ear, constantly nagging her. It's like a nag. Look, Caitlin Clark turning her back to her like she don't want to hear this no more, man. She don't want to hear this no more, bro. She's just walking off from her. She don't want to hear it no more. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She don't want to hear it no more. Now look at Stephanie White when Caitlin Clark has the ball right here. She don't even want Caitlin to have the ball. She wants Kelsey to have the ball. You see that reaction from the coach? You see that? They hate each other. And it's okay. I'll be glad when this thing is over. I will be glad when this thing is over. Get Caitlin Clark the hell away from this team. Get her the hell out of here, man. Caitlin Clark don't want nothing to do with Stephanie White, and Stephanie White don't want nothing to do with Caitlin Clark, which is fine. Leave her fuck off from Indiana. I'm still pissed, because what the hell did we just watch? This felt like one of those games where you sit there afterward asking, was Caitlin Clark actually part of the game plan? And Stephanie White, you have to answer for this one, because from where I'm sitting, this looked damn close to sabotage. Now, let me make something crystal clear. I'm talking about what I saw on the basketball court. I'm giving you my opinion and my interpretation. I'm not claiming there's some secret meeting or somebody literally said, let's sabotage Caitlin Clark. But when you watch the same damn thing happen over and over again, people are going to start asking questions. And tonight, those questions are getting loud. Aaliyah Boston, what the hell are you doing? Because Caitlin Clark is supposed to be your superstar teammate, and yet it feels like she can hand the ball to you, and suddenly the possession belongs to somebody else. Caitlin gives it up, and instead of getting the ball right back, suddenly we're looking for Kelsey Mitchell. Over and over. And I noticed that shit. Stephanie White, I noticed that too. Because this game plan looked like it was built around one thing: get Kelsey Mitchell going. And before anybody starts coming at me, I'm not blaming Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey played a hell of a basketball game. 37 points. She shot 9 for 18 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3, and an unbelievable 15 for 15 from the free throw line. Kelsey Mitchell was cooking. But here's the problem. When you make one player the entire damn offensive priority, everybody else can get frozen out. And that's exactly what it looked like happened to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin finished with 10 points, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds, shooting just 4 for 15 and 2 for 8 from 3. She didn't shoot well. I'm not going to pretend she did. But you also can't ignore the context. How the hell is Caitlin supposed to find a rhythm when the offense isn't consistently creating opportunities for her? I watched her check out. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm saying you could see the frustration. By the second quarter, it felt like Caitlin stopped expecting the ball. She comes down the court, and where are the ball screens? Where's the action? Where's the movement? Where's the damn offense designed to get your superstar involved? And Caitlin knows the situation. She knows when she gives the ball up, there's a good chance she's not getting it right back. She knows what happens when she tries to run a handoff with Aaliyah Boston. She knows the ball can suddenly end up with Kelsey Mitchell. And when a player starts thinking that way, you can see the confidence and rhythm disappear. Then you've got Sophie Cunningham, 0 for 4 from 3, and by the time Sophie finally started getting opportunities, the damn game was already slipping away. That's what happens when players aren't involved early. You can't expect somebody to sit there for 3 quarters and then suddenly become a sniper when you finally decide to give them the ball. Then there's Monique Billings. I'm sorry, but she was terrible. This is an $800,000 player, and I'm sitting here wondering where the production is. You can't be making that kind of money and look completely lost out there. Lexi Hall had a solid game with 9 points. Michaela Timpson, yes, Michaela Timpson gave Indiana 11 points and 12 rebounds, and honestly, she brought more energy than some of the players who were supposed to be leading this team. And then there's Aaliyah Boston, 14 points, 9 rebounds. On paper, that doesn't look terrible, but basketball isn't just about looking at the box score. Where are the screens? Where is the physicality? Where is the offensive chemistry with Caitlin? Because if you're supposed to be Caitlin Clark's front court partner, you have to help create opportunities for her. Don't just stand around. Don't set weak-ass screens. Don't allow Caitlin to get chased all over the floor while nobody helps her. Make the defense pay. Meanwhile, on the other side, Arike Ogunbowale dropped 32 points. Paige Bakers had 13 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds, shooting 5 for 16. Paige didn't even have a great shooting night, and Indiana still lost. That's the part that pisses me off, because Dallas wasn't unbeatable. Jessica Shepard had a hell of a first half and finished with 26 points and 8 rebounds. Indiana allowed her to get comfortable, allowed Arike to explode, and couldn't establish enough offensive rhythm around Caitlin. And there were moments when Paige Bakers and Caitlin Clark both looked like they were just completely over the damn thing. That's what this game felt like. Everybody was frustrated, everybody was searching, and Stephanie White kept going back to the same formula. Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell, Kelsey Mitchell. Again, I'm not blaming Kelsey. She played her ass off. But if your strategy is to get Kelsey Mitchell her scoring streak and make sure she reaches her number every single game while Caitlin Clark is supposed to be competing for MVP, then you have a serious problem, because the MVP race doesn't stop. Every game matters, every possession matters, and if Caitlin Clark is supposed to be the franchise superstar, then Stephanie White needs to start coaching like it. You cannot keep running an offense where Caitlin is standing around while everybody else gets touches. You cannot expect her magically to dominate when you're not consistently putting the ball in her hands. And you absolutely cannot allow a struggling Dallas Wings team to beat you because you couldn't figure out how to balance the offense. This isn't about hating Kelsey Mitchell. This isn't about attacking Aaliyah Boston. This isn't about pretending Caitlin was perfect. She wasn't. She shot poorly. She had moments where she disappeared. But the damn coaching has to be questioned too, because if this keeps happening, people are going to keep asking the same question. What exactly is Stephanie White trying to build in Indiana? And if Caitlin Clark is not at the center of that vision, then somebody needs to explain why not. So, what do you guys think? Was this simply a bad offensive game plan? Was Stephanie White too focused on Kelsey Mitchell's scoring streak? Did Indiana fail Caitlin Clark offensively? Get down in the comments and let me know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel, because this fever situation is getting more controversial by the damn day.